When we think about super advanced civilizations, we usually picture the Barrow scale, right? Type 1 civilizations harnessing the power of their planet, Type 2 building Dyson spheres around their stars, and Type 3 ruling entire galaxies. It's all about cosmic expansion, about going bigger and bigger. But what if that's not the only way forward? What if the true path to ultimate advancement isn't outward, but inward? This is where the Barrow Scale comes in. Proposed by cosmologist John D. Barrow, it flips the script entirely. Instead of measuring a civilization's power by how much cosmic real estate it controls, the Barrow Scale measures its mastery over the very small worlds of atoms, molecules, and even the fabric of reality itself. It's a journey into inner space, and it's arguably a much more profound measure of technological prowess. Let's dive into this fascinating concept. The Barrow Scale starts where our own civilization is right now, and it descends into levels of increasing miniaturization and control. It's like an inverse Barrow scale. Instead of Type 1, 2, and 3, we have Type B, B-2, and so on, all the way down to the ultimate level beyond. Today, we're going to explore the first two steps on this incredible journey. Type B-1 and Type B. These are the stages that humanity might be on the cusp of achieving, and they represent a fundamental shift in how we interact with the world around us and with life itself. So, let's start with Type B. This level is called Planetary Control. This might sound a bit like Kardashev's Type 1, but the focus is completely different. A B-1 civilization isn't just using its planet's energy, it's actively manipulating its planetary environment on a grand scale. We're talking about things that are still in the realm of science fiction for us, but are theoretically possible. Imagine being able to control the weather with perfect precision. No more surprise hurricanes or devastating droughts. You could bring rain to deserts, creating new fertile lands. You could stop a tornado in its tracks before it even forms. This goes beyond just predicting the weather. It's about riding the weather. Another hallmark of a B-1 civilization is the ability to manage geological forces. Think about earthquake prevention. By understanding and subtly manipulating tectonic plates, you could release stress gradually, preventing catastrophic quakes. You could even stop volcanic eruptions before they happen, or perhaps even trigger them in a controlled way in uninhabited areas to release pressure. It's about turning our chaotic and often dangerous planet into a stable, predictable, and safe home. We're already taking our first baby steps toward this. We seed clouds to try and make it rain, and we're building massive structures to hold back the sea. Our efforts are clumsy and limited, but they show the direction we're headed. A true B-1 civilization would have this down to a fine art, using advanced nanotechnology and massive computational power to manage their entire planet as a single, integrated system. They would be the true masters of their world, but this is just the beginning of the journey inward. The next step on the Barrow Scale is even more profound. It's Type B0, also known as life control. If B-1 is about mastering the non-living environment, B0 is about mastering life itself. This is where things get really interesting, and maybe a little bit unsettling. A Type B0 civilization would have complete and total control over genetics and biology. They wouldn't just be curing genetic diseases. They would be designing life from the ground up. This includes manipulating their own biology. Want to live for 1,000 years? Done. Want to have perfect memory, enhanced strength, or the ability to see in infrared? Just a simple genetic tweak away. The very concept of human limitations would become a thing of the past, but it doesn't stop with their own species. A B0 civilization could engineer entirely new ecosystems. They could create plants that are incredibly efficient at photosynthesis, solving food shortages forever. They could design animals to perform specific tasks or thrive in extreme environments. They could even bring extinct species back to life, not as imperfect clones, but as perfectly healthy, thriving populations. Jurassic Park would be a reality, but without the chaos, because they would have absolute control. Think about the implications. They could create biological computers where living cells perform calculations. They could grow buildings and vehicles instead of manufacturing them. The line between technology and biology would blur until it disappeared completely. Life would become their ultimate tool, their ultimate building material. We are, again, at the very, very early stages of this. We have CRISPR for gene editing. We're developing personalized medicine, and we're cloning animals. But our control is still incredibly crude. We're like toddlers with a brand new set of building blocks. A Type B0 civilization, on the other hand, would be the grand architects of life, able to construct, deconstruct, and reconstruct any biological form with ease and precision. So let's recap. The Kardashev scale looks outward to the stars, measuring power by energy consumption on a cosmic scale. It's a scale of conquest. The Barrow Scale looks inward, measuring power by the precision of control over smaller and smaller domains. It's a scale of mastery. Type B-1 is the mastery of a planet. It's about turning a world into a perfectly managed garden, free from the chaos of nature. Type B0 is the mastery of life itself. It's about becoming the author of the book of life, able to write and rewrite any chapter at will. These first two steps alone represent a future that is almost unrecognizable from our present. They promise solutions to some of our biggest challenges: climate change, disease, resource scarcity. But they also raise profound ethical questions. What does it mean to be human when we can change our very nature? Who gets to decide how the planet is run or what new life forms are created? The journey down the Barrow Scale is a path to godlike power, but it's a path that requires immense wisdom to navigate. And we've only scratched the surface. The levels that follow B-2, B, and beyond take us into even more mind-bending territory, into the control of molecules, atoms, and the very laws of physics. What do you think? Is this inward journey the more likely path for an advanced civilization? Or is the outward expansion of the Kardashev scale our true destiny? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. We'll explore the deeper levels of the Barrow Scale in a future video, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching.